That's right, gaming. I stand here once again today to continue the thing that I was doing last time. So, we're just gonna keep on doing these DLC climbs with no rope. We are currently here at Mordruim. That is the mountain that we are on. So we got one, two, three, four, five, 6 mountains left that I have accomplished off camera, and then we will be into free roaming territory, and that is sure to be terrifying. It's sure to be terrifying. But we're gonna start off a little bit more relaxed, because I feel like these streams when I just get to like Tempest and Wall and Mount Morgrim is just it's gonna suck. It's gonna not be cool at all. I feel that is a worry that exists in my head. It's a one-handed. Um, where it's just gonna be so much harder to say anything and to be a commentator, because there's parts in even these earlier mountains where I'm like, okay, I need to shut up and lock in. So forgive me, chat, for I will be quiet. But in the later climbs, that's just gonna be the whole thing. Like, ooh, that's a little bad. Yeah. But yeah, when you get onto the big ones, it's just hard. Like I don't even know how to describe it otherwise. It's just constant hardness the entire way through. It's not like these earlier ones where, quite frankly, there's a lot of parts that are pretty easy. It basically just does a trend of throwing some medium stuff at you and then a hard thing and then goes right back to easy, then does the cycle again a bit. So we just had our little easy section, and this is what I would consider one of the hard sections. Just because of the way that volumes are, that was very close. We almost fell. Basically, when that bar in the bottom middle fills up, the game says, get the fuck out of my room, I'm playing Minecraft, and kicks us off. Okay. That part's just weird. I'm not really surprised that I fell there. I think that when I was learning this, I fell a lot there. It's just like, I want to... Am I gonna get teleported? No, I'm right back at the start. Um, I just always want to jump around the corner. I know that you can. It's also just one of those things where you need to, like... Maybe it's not a need, but since I haven't played this mountain in a gosh dang minute, um, I just don't know the shapes of everything. I don't know where all the holds are. I knew that there was a crack around the corner, but I didn't know exactly how far it was. So, I guess that's just another smaller challenge part of this is freaking trying to remember the shape of the mountain while also talking. World's most difficult challenge in anything ever. At least the beginning of the mountain is very fast. I like me a mountain that I can just freaking jump up. Makes my life feel really easy. I'm gonna be a little stupid here, but yeah. Since I knew that there was a big hold there, it's not really too hard to get there. Ooh, yep. That's what it looks like when you mess up that jump. It just kicks you off. Um, Essentially all that happened there was I went a little bit too high. Yeah, save me one-handed volume. You're everything I need in life. That's how you know that you're losing it, when you start being happy that there's a volume around. That is indeed where pain happens. Oh yeah. That perfect pinch positioning. I'm trying to think of a word for your hands that starts with P to continue the alliteration, but it's not coming. My grippers. That starts with a G. It just has a P in it. I don't know if there is one. I bet there's like a medical term or something. But I can't think of anything. trying to data mine my own brain for vocab words while playing a really hard game. That's how I want to spend my... Oh, I fucking went too high again. That's how I want to spend my Thursday morning. I really don't have to fall 6 times on the way down. It really feels like Tempest in that aspect. I wonder how long I will be able to stand actually falling all the way down the mountain every single time before I start just resetting the mountain when I fall. Because it truly just takes so long. Truly, so long. Okay. The one-hander. I really wish that they did the tutorial for volumes better, because it sucks so much making it like... I mean, to be fair, that's not the first one-handed volume that matters, but it's one of the first ones that matter. And there's no tutorial that's like, hey, sometimes these will only have enough space for one hand. That's not a thing they tell you. Sure, the very first volume in the entire DLC is a one-hander, but that's also the easiest volume to skip, like, of anything ever. Like, you don't even need a crampon, you don't even need the pipe, you can just freaking do it. I'm really sick of how many times you fall. And by fall I mean how many times the screen goes dark. Just, it's like, I don't know, just put me at the bottom of the mountain. I get it. I've fallen in this game before, and I will fall again. That's probably my only, like, big complaint with the game, is just long resets, and you can't even really call it a complaint. It's just, I think I played Celeste and was like, ooh, this is how every game should be ever. And then not every game ever was like Celeste. I really don't feel like I should have fallen there. Like, yeah, I fucked up, but I feel like I should have been able to save it. It really feels weird that I ended up messing up that bad. Because, yeah, it's... that part's not hard. There's so many things you're able to stand on. It was kind of a fantastical failure. Yeah. Give me the volume. Free my soul. I want to get lost in the volume and drift away. You really can tell how sick of it I get. Oh, that's also bad. That's also bad. I would say that this is one of the first mountains with a lot of backbone. It's not like the first, but it's one of the first. It's just with the freaking jumps. Like, the fact that you need to position yourself for a volume and then also swing off of it without falling is just, it's very cruel. That's one of those ones where specifically I pointed out when the game did that on Old Rectia, because I hate it. And this mountain does it, what, like 3 times? So I need to get my gaming skills back on, because something is amiss if I'm messing up the easy one so many times. Okay, man. Ugh. That was all fucky all around. Okay. Then they epic skip. Okay, please. Yay! And now we get to fall at the crack around the corner again. Because that's what all good gamers do. Ooh, that was very close. Ooh! That was even closer. I feel no emotions ever, and if I do feel an emotion, it's definitely not stress or anxiety. That's... I don't know if I can call that a rock fact, but I'm gonna try and call it a fact. Okay? Here is Annoying Jump Mark II, which was probably my cleanest one of any annoying jumps on this mountain so far. Jump's always fucky. I'm definitely getting to the stressed portion of the climb. I think it's just something about getting high up in this game on stream is just... Ooh, the classic blunder. It's very stressful. Especially if I'm on a mountain that I don't really know too well. Because, sure, I've beaten this one, but there's other mountains that I have played about 100 million billion times more. Like, Tempest. If I was this high up on Tempest, I wouldn't be sweating at all. But it's because it's a different random fuck-off mountain. Gimme. It really is cruel of the game to to force you to do jumps like that. It makes sense that it happens, but every single time I'm like, man, really had to do this to me? Cool. Gimme. Please land it. Please land it. Thank you. Okay. This is where I fell last stream, because you can't even really see it too good. There's a little hold right over there. That is, I don't like this jump. Because you can't, when I fell last time I tried to go over it, so I think I'm just gonna, yeah. I wonder how you do that without crampons. Slippery? Slippery. Okay, where am I going? Where's the next hold, though? Oh, classic. Where am I going? Okay. I really did not have time to think about that there. It was quite stressful. I think I can just do that, yeah. My commentary's already bad because we're on to hard levels finally. We're on to levels that I have to care about the entire time. I'm having fun, but I don't think I'm really making good commentary right now. Oh, this part sucks. Oh, this part sucks. I hate you, pinches. I hate you, pinches. That's terrible. That's actually just like I want to vomit looking at this. Where's the next thing? Like, what do you do after this? Can I just launch myself over it? Oh. Oh, you definitely can. You can 100% ignore the pinches. Yay. Huge fan of that. Huge fan of that. Okay, and where do I go? Oh yeah, this is... I wonder how the frick Nipple Nick did this without crampons. Because this is a part where you have to just jump. Like, you don't have a hold to fling yourself off of there. You just have to freaking jump for it. Which, of course, is pretty stressful. I mean, I think the way that you fuck with anybody in this game is you make them do a jump off of pressing spacebar off of the ground. I think that's the #1 way to make somebody lose their path in this game. Or maybe that's just me. Because it's just so much of the game, like 90% of it is swinging off these different holds. Where the fuck am I going on that? I think I'm aiming for that little corner bit. I think there's a hold right above my cursor. Oh, there's so much more. I landed, though. I definitely didn't do that the intended path. That is something that I can say for certain. That is a guarantee from me. Oh. I think this is the final stupid volume. Ooh. No. No. Shit, I was so far. I was so far. I was so far. Oh my god. I was like, 80% of the way through the mountain. Like 80%. Like 80%. Shit. Fuck, I didn't know there was a second volume around the corner. Fuck, that hurts to just die to bad knowledge. That really hurts to just die to bad knowledge. That was such a good go. That was such a good go. Fuck. It all hurts. The only emotion I feel is pain. Just, that fucking sucks so much. God, that sucks. Baby raging. I deserved to fall there. I don't even think I actually fell. Yeah. The one time that I, like, fuck up and go, you know what, I deserve to be at the bottom of the mountain right now. The game doesn't even put me there. Genuinely, I am upset at the way that I fell down the mountain. Because it's so fucking stupid. Like, to have, like, 4 different opportunities to save myself and just die to missing the tiniest little bit of knowledge. It just hurts. It just hurts. That was very close. I feel like the stress of the volumes doesn't get conveyed to chat. Okay, that was bullshit. That was actually bullshit. That was actually just the biggest bullshit move that I've ever been hit with in this entire fucking game. That was the most stupid thing that has ever happened to me in my 90 hours of playing. What the fuck was that? That's, like, my hands were 100% in the crack. You can't get your hands more in the crack than that, and it just said no. The game, okay, and the game also just said no to me starting the climb that time. I love video games where I understand what happens. That's so cool. Like, it had to have just been that I, like, my hands bounced off the top lip of the crack, but it's just, looking at it and experiencing that, I want to fight somebody. Like, I'm pissed. Like, why would you do that to somebody who paid money for your game? It's just very cruel. Very, very cruel on all sides. Because I did it correctly. Like, my methodology behind every single one of my actions there was exactly the same as it has been for the rest of my cracks. Like, I have a methodology for my cracks, and I treat them a certain way, and that works out for me. And the game just said no. Okay, are you gonna fuck me this time, game? It is. It is. Am I grabbing it too early? Like, because the silly little bar isn't even showing up. It's not even telling me that I'm fucking up that way. It's just something is occurring and the game is saying no. Because usually it's like, if you die because you're wiggling, then the bar shows up, doesn't it? Or maybe I've just never fucked up so spectacularly 2 times in the exact same way. Like, 2 times in a row in the exact same way that I've never seen before. It just doesn't make any sense. Because, like, the bar shows up. Even if I grab it like that, the bar shows up for a second. Yeah, I saw it for an instant, and that's not what happened on that other crack when I fell. So, like, what the fuck is happening? This is gonna be one of those streams where I go and freaking check the footage because I'm pissed about something that happened during the stream. Like, actually, what is that? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that I just didn't launch good. At least that one was probably user error instead of the game just saying no. Okay. You're gonna fuck me. Okay. That was user error, so I can't really be mad about it. But it still sucks to fall at the same part. I'm just not really mad. I am mad about falling and having the hard fall happen 4 fucking times. It's like we're not even... That has to just be, like, as far as you can fall without it just sending you back to the start. Because if you fall in the later half of the climb, you just get fucking sent back to the start and you're happy and you can play the game again. Okay, that was bullshit. Oh, I love when my buttons just don't button as good. Because when you launch yourself off of a swing, there's an amount of expected failure. When you launch yourself off of pressing the control button, it's just like, okay, why did that not happen? because there's no variability in your control button. You can't like half press it, you know? And yet sometimes it very much definitely your crampon jump is what fucks up. No, it's over. Yeah. I love doing 1 minute of the climb over and over again for the rest of history. You see that? With some perfect gameplay, you can hard fall only the appropriate amount of times instead of a million billion times constantly. Okay, game decided I don't get to climb again. That is what I mean right there as an example of your crampon jump just not working sometimes. Like, I genuinely don't know what I did differently between those two starts on the climb, and yet one of them I'm sitting here climbing, and the other one I had to sit there and fucking turn around and give up. Like, I'm sure if you know everything, you could make a good old argument. It just felt like bullshit again. You could make a good solid argument for what probably actually happened there, but as the person playing the video game, it felt like I got scammed. Just, God, I love volumes. That's probably just everybody's response to the DLC is just, volumes. Although it's not even really the volumes that are fucking me up 100% of the time. It's all of a sudden on this level out of nowhere, the game decided that cracks were gonna be a villain to me, and I'm really not quite sure why. Okay, don't fuck me. You see how I was able to get on the crack and relatively no problems happened? That's what should happen every time. Okay, we finally have an attempt going because the game let us past the inconsistent part. Let's fucking go. Oh, that was pretty close. And yes, I know that there are ways to skip these. That was not fair at all. That was not fair at all. That wasn't fair even slightly. Like, why did I not grab that hold? That hurts. That hurts a lot. So much for a fucking real attempt. Truly. This is the first mountain that I feel like we've really gotten fucking cucked at. But I guess that's just because I fell at the freaking tippy top. Definitely feels a lot more invasive to my time when you fuck up at the last second. I totally thought the game didn't give me that hold. I was gonna scream. Well, okay, I'm in my family's house, so I wouldn't have screamed, but I would have mentally screamed. I would have experienced anguish, and that's what truly matters. Gimme. That was very close. I don't even have reactions to the volumes anymore. It's not like, it's not stress, it's not fear, it's just, I didn't make it that time. I didn't make it that time. That was very fitting to go blah 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 volumes, and the volume freaking cucks me. Okay. Hi. Please. Oh, this one is so fun. I was gonna say finicky, but then I landed on it, so it's fun now. It's fun. I really don't like that it makes you jump to that hold. It's just a constant thing that the game does to just, like, piss you off, I guess. I don't know. Because it's in almost every single mountain where they put two holds just a little bit too far away. Oh. There we go. Definitely very stressful whenever volume on screen. You know, okay, not whenever volume on screen. Whenever I have to deal with a volume, whenever I have to participate with a volume, that's when it becomes scary. Because there's some tech around the volume that is, quite frankly, really hard to describe, so I'm not gonna try. Where, like, you can indeed catch yourself on it if you're moving fast. You just need to like be precise. Um, so it's not purely impossible, but it's gonna lead to a lot of moments where I'm just playing with volumes, sitting here in silence, because it's hard to describe and pretty precise. It's basically just like, because the thing that makes you fall off of volumes is your downwards momentum, and your arms have a limited length. You can grab them at like the limit of your arms, so it'll stop you because your arms can't get any longer, but it won't like read it as a million pounds of downwards moment. That hurts, that hurts, that hurts, gimme. um it won't count as a million pounds of downward momentum, which helps. But alas, you need to be pretty precise for it. I've definitely done it, but I feel like it's not something that I could describe how to do. This part just is hard. It's so stressful. Here we go. Then we learned what to do for this one last time. We get our hand all the way on the right, and we go ha-cha. And that's a slippery, even though we don't need to participate with it. Okay. Then our next hold is around the corner. Ooh, that's rough. Okay, but we're good. I don't know why I did that. That was unnecessary. Very unnecessary. I'm getting stressed again. Okay. Just anything to avoid pinches, anything to avoid volumes. That's the DLC way. Okay. Sorry, I'm wiping my hands off. Game gets stressful. Gimme. Yeah. Okay. Then our our strategy that we used last time definitely worked. I don't know if it's the same strategy that we should use this time, because I caught myself on that hold when the hold that I was aiming for was that one. Which isn't huge, but I'm sure it changes some stuff. I'm just stressed. Yeah, it really just feels easier to go for that one. Okay. Then we are aware that there are 2 volumes here. That's knowledge that we have now. Can you even see it from this hold? I don't think you can. I wonder if that's designed to frick with people like me. Okay, that jump was terrible. Okay. Whew. Please be an easy rest of the climb. That's all I ask. That is all I ask. Okay. More volumes. But these ones are easier to skip. Okay. I think this is the top. Yeah. Alright. And a new time. Oh, new time and new hold record. Let's go. It's because I played it 100 times in a row. That's exactly why. This is probably one of the prettiest views from a top of a mountain. It's probably just because it's happening at sunset. But still very, very nice. And now we're on to one that I've heard a lot of different people in chat complain about, but personally, I don't find it that bad. But like some big names, like, I mean, maybe big names is an incorrect word choice, but people with a lot of hours have come into my chat and been like, welcome pass. And I hope that just because it would be funny to show people up, I hope that I get this first try. I kind of doubt it, but it would be very cool if I did. This is the final mountain in intermediate. So I mean, I was gonna say so it obviously doesn't pull any punches, but the okay, that sucks. Pinch moment. What mountain am I thinking of? I don't remember the name of it because it's so inconsequential. But the final mountain in the first DLC book is like a joke. But that's because you have freaking Quietude and Old Rekja right there. I don't remember there being... Okay, well that's... You probably can't walk that way. I don't remember there being this little cubby. Probably just I didn't care about it too much. Cool. And this... oh shit, there was a strategy that I had for this part, wasn't there? Oh, it's gone from my brain. That was very close. It was very, very close. Cool. And once again, the thing that's constantly all over this game is there'll be two holds right freaking next to each other that you just barely can't do. Okay, this sucks. Restart, please. Sometimes you just mess up the stamina parts. What can you say? Okay. We can save this, but it won't be pretty. Okay, we can't save it. There goes our first try. So sad. I will say, I don't remember this level being that angering. It is pretty long, but it's like it's very obvious when this mountain is trying to kill you. There's some other climbs where they're insidious. They show you things that you don't know before and use them to ruin you. Whereas this one, it very much is like, okay, game, I see that you're trying to hurt me, and you're doing an excellent job at it. Please cut it out next time. Like you'll find a part where it'll just open up to an area, and then all that you see is just a bunch of volumes and pinches, and you're just like, ah, fuck, God, no. But those areas are very contained, so I would say that they don't feel like a massive threat. Oh, ooh, that was very close. I see a hold. Once again. Oh, never mind. That one was barely grabbable. Ooh. I think probably a big reason as to why people don't like this level is just because of how windy the path is. Like, yeah, what do you do? Don't you just fucking jump? Yeah, it worked. That wasn't pretty, but it worked. I definitely remembered that you do something in that part. Alright. Yeah, man. Oh, there it is. The fog definitely just makes it hard to see your next holds. That is a factoid. Oh, and we're about at the first area where you're like, okay, game, I get it. You hate me. And it starts right about there. Where it's just like you go around that underhang and then you look up and you're just like, ah, man. Okay. Oh, there was an extra hold there that I didn't notice. I was going for this one, and I didn't see this one at all. Cool. Everybody in the chat that is obsessed with getting low hand hold records is so mad whenever I use grabbing to point out a specific hold. But yeah, this is the first part where it's like, okay, game, I get it. You're trying to be scary. Alright. Now what's the gimmick on this part again? Oh yeah, it's that one. This one just has like a stupid jump. Yeah. Or it's just like, what are you even doing there? Ooh. Ah, oopsie. Okay, and then that's when I went too high. Oh, that was an example of me doing the thing where you definitely shouldn't be able to hold a volume, but you grab it anyway. Oh, that sucks. I the pinches are so funny because it's instant when you fuck up. Where am I going? There you are. Bleh. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Indeed. I believe I see a regular hold up there. Yeah. Like I said, the all of the DLC is just figuring out which holds are annoying and how to skip them. Just like, oh, those pinches looked like they were really hard to deal with. It would be a shame. Ooh. You know what? We're gonna take a break. We need to analyze the structures here. Okay. Okay. It's definitely this level has some unique architecture for sure. Or it's like I wouldn't call that last section hard, but I bet if you didn't cramp on across all of it, it sure would be a lot harder. Okay. You, then this one's a little finicky, but we'll handle it. Okay. That's another thing that the DLC does very well is force you to entertain those slippery rocks a bit more. Because in the base game, they're kind of just like, okay, I will touch you to get my cramp on jumps back, but in the DLC, they're very real, very threats. Okay, time to lock in. All right. I think that's the current hard section done with, maybe. You never know when to relax fully in this game. I believe this is a full hold. Yes. Okay. We're getting on in the climb. We're probably above the halfway mark. I have no clue how many meters tall it is, though, so opening up my barometer wouldn't do anything. This part sucks. Just a thing I'm noticing. Okay. Oh, there's so many more holds than I thought. And I missed all of them. No, that's cruel. Oh, that sucks. How high did I get? 250. I wonder how close that is to the top. I mean, you can tell that it's closer to the top than I am currently because the fog was going away, but that is a fucking lame way to fall, quite honestly. It is just not a part of the mountain that I would have considered difficult or worth mentioning. My mouse pad is pissing me off, sorry. Oh, can I even make that? Oh, you can. But because you have to adjust because stamina, it's I don't even know if it's worth to go for that jump. It probably is. Yeah. I still don't remember what I had like a patented strategy to do this part fast, but I don't remember it. There was definitely a thing though. I think a lot of it involved just ignoring this last section because you can launch yourself pretty far that way and it's on the path. See? That wasn't what I was aiming for. But it's what I wanted. Oh yeah, that was very close. I don't really feel like I deserved that one a crazy amount, but whatever. That's the definition of we take those. I feel like I'm flying through it this time. truly flying. I wonder why those two holds are, like, one of them is just vibrant in my eyes and the other one is invisible. I wonder if there's, like, a logic reason for that. Alright. That sucks. Oh, look at me go. Doing the strategy I talked about. Now it's time for our regularly scheduled stupid jump. Yeah. It never gets less stupid, does it? Alright. Then we try to entertain these again. Oh, and we actually do a pretty decent job of it. Honestly, it's pretty rare to purposefully interact with pinches and come out the other side feeling better about it. I don't know what possessed me to do that, but whatever it was, it worked. Okay, gimme, gimme. Ooh, that's a little rough. Oh, and I do it anyway. That part is stressful. Is that the intended path? That seems like it's the intended path. Just that part is it makes you sweat. That is for sure. I mean, it doesn't help that I turn off my fan when I stream, but I'm gonna pretend like the game is doing all of the sweat inducing, because that creates a cooler narrative. I like how sudden the slidey rock sound effect ends. Like it doesn't fade out at all. It just is happening or isn't happening. Okay, come on. This is a stam intensive zone. Gotta get my head in the game. Yes, that was a High School Musical reference. No, I will not apologize for it. Okay. Calm down, me. I'm getting agitated thinking about High School Musical. I also just realized that one of my stream setup things got messed up. Okay. Hoo. Shook my hands out. Off we trot. I feel like they made the pitches harder to see in the DLC. Like, maybe it's just because there is, like, color in the game intentionally, but they for sure are a lot harder to pick apart from the environments. It's a factoid. Can you even play the DLC in colorless mode? You probably can, but I don't really see why you would. Okay, then we properly become aware of all of the different holds, and then we aim for one in particular so that we get it. And then we calmly put our shoes in the wall, get our stamina back, and now we're PBing with quotes around it. So yata. Okay. Oh, that's kind of annoying. This particular rock is bumping me off my path. Okay. Whew. I genuinely don't remember the final bit of this climb. I remember it being easier than the rest of it, but I don't remember it. That's truly the biggest complication of replaying these is that you play the beginning just about 200 million billion times more than any other part. Okay. Can I? No. I wonder if I'm, like, fucked for that. Because I definitely was slow on my stamina. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Update. Not fucked. I think this part has one of the, like, silliest sections. Oh, wait. Where do I go? Oh. Blah. Yeah. That very last jump that I did is what I would classify as the silliest section. Because if you try to, like, swing and jump, you will merely bonk your poor little... That was bullshit. That was bullshit. That was entirely bullshit. That was 100% bullshit. That was a million, billion, trillion% bullshit. There's no universe where I should have fallen there. Like, actually, I'm like, this mountain isn't very tilting. What tilts me is not knowing why I fucked up. Because in my mind palace, that was the classic blunder. In my mind palace, I did that perfectly. Like, I am unaware of, yeah, volume moment, and I missed the hold. I like being at the bottom of the mountain too, don't you guys? I just wish that it was more obvious what made me fall. That's all I ask for. Because it, like, clearly it was some sort of the geometry I was unawares of. But, like, the fact that I don't know what, it pisses me off. Or the fact that it took about 10 million years for my hand to get on that last hold. Just a casual 10 billion. Yeah. I'm over it. Okay, that was my fault. That one was admittedly a error on my end. I'm kind of over it. Like, maybe that's a terrible way of saying it, but I have two modes: give a fuck and don't give a fuck, and I feel the meter swaying over into don't give a fuck mode. The pull is happening. That is a factoid. Okay, we're gonna try to do the silly jump again. Yeah. And hopefully we also get this one. No, because we're bad. That was still the on-stream PB for getting to the walking section. Okay, I thought I died there. I genuinely 100% I thought I fell there. I thought that was it for our hero. Thought that was the only thing that I was allowed to experience. Pain. Okay, gimme. Oh, that's a pinch. That's fine. We're all fine. Pinches don't scare me, and they shouldn't scare you either. That's what you get when you fling yourself randomly in this game, though. Is you're like, oh crap, the only hold that I see in a 20-mile radius is the one that I hate the most in life. That's what the game does to you. Oh no, that was stupid. I didn't wait for the sound of my hands to slap, and thus I thought I was attached to something, and I just fucking let go of the wall. It's a very rookie mistake to let happen at this point in the Let's Play, quite honestly. Gimme. No, those diagonal pinches don't deserve to be played with. They're not okay. Whoever decided to put them in this video game clearly doesn't understand the feelings that the players have. Okay, gimme. No, I'm so bad. I know for a fact that you can make the jump to this hold. I can't do it ever. That was not a PB. I'll admit, I got lazy. Give me a hold. No. Yeah, that's... you might be able to tell as the audience that my give a fuck meter is slipping. Oh. I still would like to summit this mountain today. That would be cool if next stream we could just... Why did my crampons not happen? That is the example of you pressing the control button and sometimes it just doesn't work. I would love to start the next stream with the advanced DLC levels. That would be epic. I don't know if it'll happen, though. Gimme. Please. I try for it every time, and it's just not gonna happen. We get a little bit of time loss every single attempt because I really, really badly want that one thing to happen. Yeah. I'm Joe over it. Okay. Please be a cool launch that brings us to future heights and everything cool. Okay. Easy peasy. It might have looked stressful to you, the audience there, but that was probably some of my more cool as a cucumber interactions with pinches. I was pretty calm there, even if I was wordless. The pinches just require so much thought. Because you have to... Oh, man. Ooh. Rough. Because you need to aim about 3 times as good as any other rock in the game. And then you have 2 different fucking timers that are occurring. So it's oh my god. It's just a lot to think about. Oh, that was stupid. Okay. I really don't deserve to be on the mountain still, but alas, we are here. If the mountain allows us, that means that we're allowed to be here. That's the only qualifier. Alright, there we go. You. Give me the volume and free my soul. Okay. Participate with the volumes. Participate again. I meant pinches, but it worked. We're probably gonna get a new record if I beat this mountain today. Just because my previous... Oh no! The classic blunder. That hurts. That hurts. Just because my only completion of this was my first time doing it. This is not one of the mountains that I've done multiple times. Man. That last fall sucks. Anytime you fall to the classic blunder, it just hurts. Because it's not the mountain being difficult at all. It's just you're unable to play the game. 0 IQ happening in my brain. Okay. Please. I don't know what's happening. Please. I just want up the mountain. It's honestly so unfair that I can't grab this hold from below. Like, that, it should be a thing. I would be very shocked if I were to find out that that is a impossibility within the system. Of course, I have no evidence of it being done, but, like, somebody must. There's so many people that are so much better. That's so fair. I feel really happy about all the... Oh, I almost made it. I almost made it. Man. At least the falls aren't mean. Just a whole lot of sections where there's literally no chance of saving yourself. The DLC just loves doing that, I guess. It's just like, yeah, that mechanic where you fall off the mountain and sometimes you grab something. No, in the update we're taking that out of the game entirely. Come on, man. Like, I know I can jump from hold to hold. I have how many hours in this game? A billion? I have a million trillion hours. Why did I not cramp on there? Why did I not cramp on there? I pressed the cramp on button and my cramp on didn't cramp on. It's just, there must be mechanics of the cramp on that are beyond human minds. It's just a physical impossibility. Okay, please, dude, like, that's actually just I'm being scammed. That's actually just I'm being scammed. Like, yeah, there's something in this game that's just the biggest feeling of hatred you ever get in any video game ever, and it's when you fall to the same thing that shouldn't make you fall, like 3 times in a row. It's just like, fuck you game, let me play you, I'm tired of your bullshit, like, haha, that was funny once, like, let me do the climb now. And it's, I know that that's a finicky jump, but it's a required jump. Like, you have to do it. It's not like, oh, it's finicky, but you get a bonus if you do it good. It's finicky, and it'll fuck you. That I'm just... All of my smooth rides have been taken out of me. I have no fucking clue what's happening anymore. We're never getting a PB. At least for the starting section of the climb. Please. It's impossible. It's not a jump that can be done by human hands. It's not real. Okay. I pressed my crampon button about 1,000,000 times there, and it didn't happen a single once. And I'm curious about that. Yo, what's up? The hero's in chat again. And by hero, I mean Nipple Nick. I can finally ask you my question face to face that I've been fucking screaming about to every single chatter that's showed up for the last 2 streams of this game. How the flippity heck do you do the Great Bach Tree without crampons? I was staring at it like a madman. I was staring at it like somebody with a wild look in their eye. Just like panicking. Like, how the frick does anybody do this? Oh, never mind, we're good. I started screaming like I fell off the mountain. Well, welcome past. One of these days you will become my bitch. One of these days. You didn't have much trouble with Bog. Okay. Then the complication in my brain was completely made up then. It's just like it's not the final jump, but like the jump right before the final jump. There's 2 vines right at the end, and then a vine like a decent way down, and I don't know how you transfer from that 3rd vine from the top to the 2nd vine to the top. It doesn't exist in my brain, and I tried to look for footage of you doing all of the levels cramponless, but as far as I'm aware, they aren't saved anywhere. So I would also totally take it if you have like a VOD channel that I just couldn't find. That would also make me quite happy. It's so much harder to talk during Welcome Pass than any of the other levels so far. Oh, I've messed up the silly. Oh, but we're safe anyway. There's a playlist on my channel with it. Cool. I'm doing that right now. Just go into your channel so that I don't forget it. Cool. That's secured. I will be able to solve this mystery for myself. And by solve it for myself, I mean get answers from somebody who's better than me. As all true innovators do. I really don't get what's about this level that causes problems with it. So many chatters showed up and were like, ew, welcome pass. And like, sure, it's hard. All of the DLC levels are hard. But I'm not losing my mind over here. That is the biggest rock fact of them all. Is that I'm sane. Alright. Give me the beat, boy, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in the rockin' rocks and rock away. Well, we're close to a part that matters. This is my fave level in the game, easily. I do like it. I think that some of the sections, I think most of them count as cruxes. Like that one right over there that we can just barely see, where it's like you go around an overhang and then you are introduced with a volume puzzle. I think that those are all very fun. They're super fun cruxes to have in the game. Although, of course, since I'm crampon gaming, I've been ignoring a lot of the volume puzzles, but I bet that I bet there's a lot of fun to be had. I don't know why my crampon didn't crampon. Whew. Yeah, not stressful at all. It is very fun. I'm sure, especially if you got good at the speedrun, because there's so many skips and like parts where you're flying through the air. So the speedrun probably slays, actually. Speedrun's probably the coolest part. I don't want to fall at this part. Give me the consistent rock. Yay. I'm like, I don't want to fall at this part, and then I immediately do a risky jump. I immediately do 2 risky jumps in a row. Because falling at that specific jump is what mattered, not falling in general. I have a point to prove that I can improve slightly through gameplay. It's the only thing that actually matters for this entire Let's Play, is it just improving slightly. I don't actually ever beat Tempest, I just sit there playing it for 1,000,000 hours. It'd probably be okay view farming. I mean, being able to put Sol and Tempest in every single one of your titles, that has to be something. Okay. Now, where the flippity heck? I literally just did this, and I already am forgetting how to do it. Okay. Almost back in PB territory. And by PB, I mean I've done it before, but like... Can I stand on that? You totally can. That doesn't feel like how the game wants you to do that section. But it worked. Are you a real rock? Yay. Sometimes there's just like small normal rocks that I've become convinced are pinches or crimps of some sort. Where the flip am I going? I see pinches again. Those look like pinches that I have to entertain. Rough. Dude. It's always the pinches. And by always the pinches, I mean every single DLC hold. It's all of them all the time forever. I feel like I was 80% of the way up the mountain. I must have been close. Absolutely must have. Because there's barely any fog anymore. I could press the B button and go, wow, I got 40 minutes higher than that, 40 meters higher than last time. And everybody in chat screams and yells because nobody's ever done that before, actually. Oh, man. It's just the feeling in this game when you bonk your head. It's like no other. It's the closest this game gets to real climbing is the real life equivalent is when your hand or your foot slips off of a hold, and the peaks part of it is when you bonk your head. Oh my god. Or your hand flies off when you're not quite ready for it. Or it's just like you witness the oh fuck brewing and getting ready. That hurts. You witness the oh fuck brewing and getting ready to happen, and you don't quite yet have to deal with the consequences of it, but boy will it happen soon. Maybe this section just sucks to do while talking. Because I genuinely don't remember it being hard when I was playing the game by myself. But alas, it took me a minute and a half to do that section. So clearly something's wrong. One of these days, I will be good at the game, I swear. I don't swear it upon my name or anything like that, but I do swear it. Yay. That didn't feel stressful at all. Gimme. I wasn't right. That sucks to just flounder around the start of the climb for 2 minutes and then fall off for nothing. I'm on my way to being the best Peaks gamer that there's ever been. Well on my way, even. When Peaks of Yore gets bingo, I'm gonna be right there up with the best. I'm gonna get clickbaited. For sure. It honestly probably sucks being the YouTuber friend that gets better views when put in the title. That probably is a situation that is not fun to be in. Where it's just like, I'm in every thumbnail ever. But there's also probably only like 4 people on the face of the planet that I know about who get treated that way. This freaking rock. I mean, maybe it's a bunch of rocks. I don't know how you would classify rocks in that manner. Gimme. I guess it's just if they're stuck together, which on this climb, I don't believe that there is a single hold that falls off, because I think that the only holds that fall are... I mean, I guess there's like powdery ones that dissolve, but then that brings about the question of are those dissolving rocks still rocks? Because it, like, if if a rock dissolves in your hand because you hold it, that brings into question what material it even is. And also, it brings into question what materials you're classifying as a rock. But that sounds like a way harder question to answer. All I did was bring up a question and then just be like, oh man, that question sucks to answer in every single possible way. Just like, man, the guy who invented that thought, pretty stupid. I wonder if you can just... Oh my god, you can. You don't have to do the stupid tunnel at all. You can completely ignore the stupid tunnel. That's actually crazy. Can you skip this? Dude. Okay. Maybe Nickel Nick... Maybe Nipple Nick was talking. Maybe this is the coolest level. It does feel very nice to just do skip after skip after skip after skip. I bet the speedrun just zooms up the whole dang thing. Gimme. Yeah. I genuinely was just praying that crampon would work. I was not properly positioning myself on the wall or anything. I was just like, yeah, I mean, if it works right here, then I'll probably make this jump. And I did. Cool. You can tell that I get tired with the climb whenever I start just going for every single skip possible. Where it's just like, man, put me at the top of this rock already. Of course, the fun is in the climb, but I want to do the climb faster. Okay, that sucks. Oh, thank you, Volumes, for giving me my stamina back. That's so strange how they're, like, designed to be stamina problems, but they're really... Sometimes they do the opposite of problem. I don't know what the opposite of problem is in like, a single word, but whatever the opposite of problem is, that's... Sometimes the volumes are that. Sometimes. Ooh. We're definitely getting a PB if I do this. Because I bet the top is like right up there, and my record's like 9 or 10 minutes, so we're well on our way. Well on our way. Just friggin' stressed out. Like that song that everybody... Dude! That's like... that must have... That was the peaks of your version of threading a needle. That was insane. I, like, had my hands ready to fall into the rock, but I, like, bounced off of it because my forehead's really big, and my hands just very perfectly didn't get the hold. That sucks. I didn't need to do that jump at all. Okay, that also sucks. I don't know what about it being, like, multiple attempts into this climb is making this jump hard. But it became inconsistent. Just on its own. House is haunted, but it's my piece of your mountain. Okay. I looked at the timer, hoping desperately for a PB. No. Oh, boy. I shouldn't be alive right now. I should be at the bottom of the mountain complaining. I don't deserve my spot. Ooh, we're okay. I wonder how high-tier gamers play this. Dude, can you grab the rock in a way that lets me play the game? I wonder how high-tier players play this game without just going, ee, ooh, ah, every single obstacle ever. Gimme. That's kind of shocking. I guess I wasn't aiming for a specific hold, but my hands sure definitely got close. I don't know how much more time I even have. Like, TLDR, I don't know. Streamers talk about gross stuff all the time, but when I'm the one with the microphone, I don't wanna. But TLDR, my tummy's been brewing for the past, like, couple hours, and it was at a calm spot, and so I was like, okay, let's do some peaks. We have, what, like 2 climbs to do? Should be easy. Yeah. Should be easy to knock out 2 climbs real quick. Should be easy. I mean, I think at this moment we've spent more time on Welkin Pass than Mordruin, but I hated Mordruin a lot more, so it felt longer. It's a scientific fact. Why am I so slow at the start? It's because I keep on missing that one jump every single time. The jump that makes you lose 20 seconds. My biggest enemy. Come on. There we go. I hate that jump. Despise. Okay. Give me my freaking pinch. Give me my freaking pinch. It's getting more speedrunny, less commentary. I think just another probably not very intense streamer anxiety is I worry that when I do these lock-in moments to like take a second while I do a rough thing in a game, I worry that I'm not cool at all during it, because when a speedrunner like shuts their mouth, you look at it like, ooh, he's getting serious. But I'm like, granted, you need to have at least some skill in the game to get to where I am. However, I feel a lot like I'm just a bumbling idiot. Like, that's how it feels to be on camera while playing this game, I think. And that's not something I'm over yet. Ugh. Boop. Frick, I want to ban somebody. But I'm gaming. Yeah, get curse-sploded. It's what we in the business call kaboom! Oh, there's a Discord server I'm in where anytime they ban somebody, their Me6 plays a little video where it's just like, we have a Neanderthal in the chat. Let me get rid of this ice dweller in the chat. We have an ice dweller. And I think about it constantly. Just the way that he says ice dweller. It just sticks in your brain very intensely. We have an ice dweller in the chat. Let me get at this ice dweller. Let me get rid of this ice dweller. Just a very fun thing to say. I'm probably going to end up mimicking it at some point in time. I thought I fell off the whole mountain again there. I was convinced of it. Every thought in my brain was... every single one. All 2 of them. Okay. We're going to pretend that went how I intended it to. And not that I just panicked in a way that led to success. I mean, I bet a lot of talented people have moments where they panic into success. That doesn't sound very impossible. Oh, that was a weird crampon. Oh, that was an even weirder crampon. Okay, that didn't feel fair. That felt like my hand got zooped behind a wall in the exact moment that I wanted it to be on the hold. And thus we're at the bottom of the climb again. Okay, thank you, Crampon. Thank you for working, Crampon. Thank you for working, Crampon. My favorite employee. Ah. So pissed I don't even want to touch the first hold. I don't even feel like I'm really that mad. I am shocked at the spots that we've fallen near the top. Because I don't feel like... None of it has been a situation where I stare at it from the outside and am like, this is gonna be bad. It's all just like, I'm climbing the mountain and then I'm at the bottom of the mountain, you know? Dude, the PB. Whoa. And then I mess up my climb, so now we're definitely not as fast as I've ever done this section. That is a fact. That jump is more consistent if you make it take longer. And that makes me mad. Ooh, I fucking did the wrong thing. I went slightly too far. There's no holds on that side of that rock. There's holds on the other side of the rock. We lose a minute every single time that I make that mistake. And apparently it's been constant. I don't want to participate with that part of the level. That's about 100% of my motivation. Oh. Gah. Please. All I want is to be at the top of this mountain. That's everything I've ever wanted in my entire life. Definitely not a PB. I don't know why my crampons didn't cramp on. It's like they depend on you being close to a wall, but it feels like the distance that it is inconsistent. That's the only way that I can describe how the crampons feel. Is inconsistent, but they're still your most powerful tool in every scenario. So it's like you just gotta deal with it. And there's definitely been times where I've played a level enough that it felt like my crampons got consistent through the full thing, but there's still just an air of inconsistency within these tools. At least as far as I'm aware. Right. Please. I mean, this part has just kind of turned into a speedrun. You really do just jump from pitch to pitch. That crux is nothing now. Ignore my fuck up there. That was just, I looked at the game wrong. But it didn't really cause many issues. It's definitely what happened, though. I thought that one of the normal holds was a volume, and the specific volume that I was going for. This part just is stressful. It's just all of these jumps from small hold to small hold. Blech. That section. Like, I haven't really messed it up, but it got me stressing every single time. There we go. It was also very stressing on that block. I was about to scream when the new skip that I introduced immediately destroyed me. It's just like, what do you mean this unpracticed this unpracticed inconsistent thing didn't work right? I need to talk to your manager. Ooh. Turn around. Nah, I fucked up. I got impatient. The stream honestly might be over just because I'm riddled with impatience. I'm riddled with wanting to get to the top of the mountain, and I'm not riddled with wanting to participate in all of the parts of the mountain that are required for you to get up it. Why did my crampon make the bad noise in that moment? I didn't, like, get lifted up by it less. But it made the noise as if it was working suboptimally. Okay, not a PB by any means. I just, like, crouched. My character just decided to squeeze his legs for an instant there. No fucking clue what happened. Yore does stuff for fun. Like, yeah, I was spamming buttons, but there's not a crouch button in this game. So it doesn't really make too much sense to me how that could happen. Okay, yeah, just dodge every single one of the pinches. I love losing a minute. That was just a terrible, terrible start. That was just a terrible, terrible start. Whatever, we'll just fucking reset. And that was also a terrible, terrible start. I have the higher standards for you, game. Yeah, man. Ugh. I'm already over it. I think the stream may end with a non-success. Just cause like, I don't know, you gotta be in a mindset for this game, I feel. Or maybe I just need to be in a mindset for this game. There's a limit to how okay I can be with climbing. How did I go for that hold? I could have gotten PB material there if I was better. Well, of course I could. What does that even mean? Just like, oh, if I was better, the game would have happened nicer. Just, oh, in the skill-based game, I wish I had more skills. That things would happen the way I want them to. It's such a infuriating part of my day. Yeah, okay. I love losing a minute. I don't know why we're not being allowed to participate there. Like, yeah, you could tell me to my face that it's because I am trying to aim for a bunch of tiny holds and I'm missing them. But what I don't get is why I'm missing them. It feels like your hands do things in this game that I am probably far away from fully comprehending. Please. I told you that jump was possible. I literally told you the jump was possible. Like, an hour ago, a real life hour ago, I complained about that jump and was like, I swear that's doable. And it is. It literally is. We got video proof of it. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Please don't fucking put me down the mountain this time. Thank you. It's all it takes is a little bit of forethought. And maybe taking a break from yapping. Not like I really have anything huge to yap about. Peaks really is fun, though. This game rocks. I know I don't have a sway or an audience, but if you like it, you should get it. Because I feel as though on my streams, I have not shown a proper experience of this game. Maybe that's not the right way to say it, but there's a lot of experiences that you get by, like, using ropes or playing the early levels when you're unexperienced that at least in the parts of this game that I've caught on footage, I feel I've done a very poor show of it. Just because the stuff that I get mad at is, like, beyond the comprehension of a beginner. I mean, maybe not fully beyond the comprehension. It's still, like, I wanted to put rock in my hand, but I couldn't. I messed it up. Okay, well, that's why that part is stressful. Off we trot. Yeah, I don't know how much more I have in me. Definitely, though, definitely, this level is a lot less infuriating than ones that come before it. It's just the friggin' goat level. I don't like the goat AI in this game. I genuinely think, oh man, most of my reasons for being okay with this level is just that all of the holds they're where they are. They don't change. Like, seriously, what the fuck is up with my crampons? I like got extra height that I've never seen before after messing up the jump because I didn't get enough height. It's like my crampon use got stored for my next attempt of it. It's silly stuff like that where I have actually no clue what the game is, like, thinking to make that occur. I want to see into the game's silly little head. Alright. Yeah. No longer allowed to be silly during that part. Because my attempts need to last longer than a minute. Every bone in my body wants me to speedrun. I guess, honestly, I might be an okay speedrunner in this game just because of how much my instant response to stress is just fucking go fast. I don't think I'd be great at it, but I think that aspect could help out in some parts. Oh, man. Oh, I thought that was a hold. Good thing I knew in my mind where a correct hold was. But that was definitely close to being a little fucky. Oh, gimme. Gimme. I said gimme. No, I shouldn't have grabbed that with my left hand. But it truly whatever. It's just on the perfect run you would do that differently. Ugh. I think the level stress is finally getting to me. Like we're like, yeah, it may have taken about an hour, but finally I'm sitting here like, let me off of this damn climb. It's not that bad. Okay, the classic blunder. Whatever. I keep on trying to skip those pinches, but they're kind of okay for that section. They're not what you want in every... That was fantastical. So many times in this game do you just circle the fucking hold. You just hit every single pixel that's not the hold. And it just pisses me off. It's such a stupid thing to happen, and to happen consistently, constantly, all over the place in every single climb. Where you're just like, oh, I would like to go get this hold, and then you just don't. You cut it literally as physically close as you can on all sides, and you just don't get the hold. That was another example of me pressing my control button like any other and just getting extra momentum, but I fucked it up anyway. Cool. Yeah, I think this stream is nearing its end. Please, like, what's different? What's different about what I'm doing that makes it happen like that? It just feels like I lose sometimes. It just feels like I lose sometimes. That was the classic blunder. Fucking hate this game. Like, please, give me the jump that I asked for. Thank you. And you'd circle the clit again. It's designed into this game that you don't actually grab holds, you just put your hands around every single ounce of them. Ugh. And it just felt like my room increased by like 200 million billion degrees. So I'm even more incentivized to turn off the freaking game. It's probably because I started getting tilted again, and we've been existing with the computer doing a lot in tiltage. That's sure to make any room hot. Ugh. Dude, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I just want to freaking do that jump and make it. I really truly don't remember that section being inconsistent at all. I don't remember it being a bother in the slightest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just fuck up everything. Just mess it all up. Dude, just mess it all up. Yeah. Oh, I actually caught something. I was literally... If I didn't catch something in that, like, half a second, I was gonna take my hand and move it right on over to the end stream button. That was gonna occur. That's another moment where I'm just completely confused about that jump. I swear I do it the exact same way every single fucking time, and it just gives you a different amount of air. It's a nonsense mechanic, I swear. I actually have no clue. That one particular jump, it just doesn't work sometimes. And that's the saddest rock fact of them all. I fucking stole that from a joke about blackpilling. Okay. Oh, what the fuck just happened? Oh, okay, yeah. I don't feel like I deserve to be on the mountain right now. But alas. Okay, something is fucking my hand up. I love being in a stressful situation, and then all of a sudden my sensory needs are like, dude, you have to fix something on your keyboard. Stat! And I'm like, buddy, please. I'm playing a stressful video game. But no, I literally have to stop the stream in its tracks to fucking wipe a singular dust particle off my keyboard. Otherwise, I would truly go insane. you would see what true madness could happen to man. Oh yeah. This part just learning this skip right there that I was doing just makes that whole part feel so much cooler. It's like it's a fun thing to launch yourself through instead of a huge gauntlet of trials. Like the entire vibes of it just switched. Okay. Grab with right hand. Grab with left hand. Grab with both hands. One of them. One is enough. We just want both anyway. And the reason for that, if anybody has somehow watched this entire way without understanding the basic mechanics, is when you press your spacebar when you're holding off of a rock, it lifts you up based on your arms. This is me doing it with one arm, and then me doing it with two arms. It is noticeably better. You like, with two arms, you even like gain a little bit of height above the rock. So it's just, if you're trying to be vertical at all in this game, it is imperative that you have both of your hands on a rock. Just, it's not like a by law necessity, but it might be a bare necessity. I don't even know what that joke was. I just like said words. Okay. I'm glad that my crampons worked in that moment. That would have been a certified scream at the game for crampons not working moment. Oh my god. Okay. That is simply one too many times in a row that I get a really good run that is ruined by me orbiting my hands around a hold literally as flawlessly as you can do without touching them. I'm simply over it. I'm simply done. That's too many BS falls in one go. I will continue this later. Goodbye.